First, we have the lovely Brooke Burton. Come on up, Brooke. I missed that part of my video, so I had to re-announce it.
Thank you. Next, we have Holland Stowe. Come on up, Holland. George Joseph Harrington to the stage. Mr. Sam Patzer, take your time. Corey, my man, we just met tonight. Come on up. And finally, the lovely and talented Amanda Woods. George, get up. Let Amanda sit down. Come on. I've known him long enough I can do that. All right. Do we have questions for the cast and crew but We Still Love Him?
Yes.
Please.
So, subject matter was intense. Can you talk about where the idea came from? How you decided to, if you're open to it, how you decided to share certain aspects? What maybe you decided to leave on the chopping block, and how you figured out what to include in order to make a story?
That is an excellent question. So this was my writing and directorial debut, and I've never written a thing in my life other than papers in school. So this was one of those things where life experiences from different people that I am close to and surrounded by were affecting us, and I sat down and it just poured out, and I sent it to some very, very dear friends of mine who are screenwriters, including Mr. George Harrington, and I said, what do you think? And all of them came back with the same thing of, you're making this, right? So in the time that was written, which was in July, converted to script format, cast by August, shot in October, edited and completed and submitted January 1st for the Cannes Film Festival.
Wow.
So that's fast track. But what it came down to is when you are writing something that you have experience with, or you work with people that are close to that subject matter. I work with a lot of people that have been through things like that. I myself have been through things like that, and my family has been through things like that. I have very close friends. I work and advocate for people who have had experiences like that. Everybody who is a part of this film has been touched in some way, whether it be a family member or a friend or somebody they're close to, which made them the perfect people to bring onto this project. And because this was not something to where you are connecting to just one person, you can watch this and connect to so many different characters in this film, so many different moments that you see. And addiction is scary, and it is a marathon. It is a never-ending marathon, and it takes a village, but at the end of the day, the one thing we can control in this life is ourselves. And we are the ones who have to make the choice. We are the ones who continue to walk that path, to walk that road. But what gets lost in the fray is the reverberation, the pebble in the pond. We are the one drop, and we don't see how it affects everything else around it, which is kind of what spawned writing this script and putting this in, and then reaching out to these incredible people, knowing that they all understood the story, understood what it meant, and understood what we were trying to portray. So there you go.
Thank you, man. George, I love you. I was just kidding, buddy. But next time, get up when a lady walks in the stage. I joke, I kid. Yes?
Is there a potential for a feature, or are you sticking with this as a short?
The feature has been written. We have submitted it for the final approval with the WGA. And once that is done, we will secure our funding and we will start shooting.
Here? No, ladies first. Jordan?
My question is for Corey. As a father of twins, and your muscles just busting from the jacket, where do you find the time to build that amazing regimen to look so good on screen?
First things first, they're implants. Each main muscle group is $1,500 in Tijuana. So I don't have an actual answer for that. So you get the comedic one.
Well, you should pay double for those Lee press-on muscles next time, buddy. Those are gorgeous. Clip right on there. Yes.
All right, well, I just want to congratulate a couple of crew on such a beautifully executed film. But my question as someone who's seen Amanda on set, but not as a director, I want to know, what was the hardest day on set and what was your favorite day on set? And it might be the same day, but I'm curious.
We're starting with Brooke. You get to wait for this, Amanda. You get to wait.
Yeah, I want to hear from everyone. What was your favorite day on set and your hardest day on set? They don't have to be mutually exclusive.
Okay, favorite day on set was the day at the fire station. Was so fun and just kind of being around. I don't like the big trucks with the lights. And then, you know what I really loved, and this is something that Detweilers, Michelle, and Jason mentioned earlier. They said the word trust, and each day was a reminder to me that Amanda has earned trust in the broader community over time and over years. Yeah, by having her words match her actions, having a level of transparency, and for standing by her work. And so I loved every day that I got to see people being able to help her after years of being supported by her. So. One of the interesting days on set was a day when I don't know if our Philip Terry, our sound person, kind of knows this, but we had a day when I thought we were filming something really easy, and by easy I mean not emotional. It was like some scenes where I didn't have to talk or something. I had to just be in them. And then all of a sudden it was like, no, we're gonna film the scene where you do your monologue. And so I had a moment of panic, realizing that this was a very important movie in the scene. And I hadn't done the emotional preparation because I thought I was showing up for a fun day. And so I went in my car, I was working on the emotional preparation. Someone called me and I picked it up and it was a solicitor, and I don't remember what I said, but I yelled at them. I said what? No, I don't want to buy your thing. And I hung up because I was in the moment of I need to be stressed. I am stressed. And then I realized that my microphone was still on. Oh, I remember what I did. Philip's gonna remember this. After I hung up with this is in the privacy of my car, by the way. After I hung up with the phone solicitor, I had a little self-therapy scream. And that's when I realized my mic was still on. And I looked at Philip, who was over a distance, and he would grab his ears, and I said, sorry. But I believe Amanda was generous enough to give me another day, because someone said, this is a very important scene and I need more time to prepare. And so I got more time to prepare for that. So, thank you for being flexible, director.
I think my favorite day, my little sisters were both in it, so having them on set when we did all the montage stuff, all those little scenes, but then it was also really hard knowing that it's such a real experience for people, and it's so hard to imagine what it's like to have little siblings in that situation, and that was also really hard. And talking to Amanda about it and realizing like what a real experience it is for people, and like being able to like have fun with them on set, but knowing that like that is such an extremely difficult thing that people go through. That made it really hard. That made the whole thing really hard. There was lots of times where I was like, geez, I would give my life for them, and like in this situation there's nothing you can do, and that was really difficult.
I think my favorite day on set was probably when we did the social worker scene. We have like a meme where it says, "Oh, for fuck's sake," or whatever. I just remember
We actually pass that around to each other. It is a meme, and it's Jen Potcher, and we pass it around to each other all the time.
Yeah. And so I just remember me and Amanda had a laugh. I won't say why. But so that was my favorite day. I think it's, I had a hand in writing and she brought it to me, and so we just like passed the script back and forth, and then setting it up and executing it, and that comes with its own stresses, but I just know that I was doing college school at the same time. So that was really hard for me to be available and get my studies done at the same time. So I think that's it.
So I want to say my favorite day was probably the firehouse, just because when I was in the military, I did a lot of work with the fire guys. So it was kind of like, I was like, okay, this is kind of cool, you know, back in my element a little bit. And then most of the days I was kind of hanging out with Brando behind the scenes. He did all the composing. He came here from Italy, so we just talked coffee the whole time. So if you know me, coffee, like, so that was great. I'd say the hardest day was I did have to yell at Nicole. It was a deleted scene. I didn't just yell at her, and I had to call her a bad word, and so I was like, she's so sweet. It was like her first day on set, and she's so sweet. And then as soon as we cut, I was like, I'm so sorry. I promise I'm not like this. But the whole thing was great, like every day, I mean, even, because it was a very emotional film, but all of us kind of had that connection that we were one of the characters at some point in life. And so we all bonded together. So even through the hard stuff, it was a really cool thing to do.
I think my favorite day was the first day, because most of you have made a movie before, so you know that like filmmaking comes with a lot of challenges, and you can kind of tell like how challenging something's going to be on the first day. And despite the subject matter, Amanda Woods and George Joseph Harrington had that set running as such a clock that we knew right away that the production was going to be as quick and efficient as possible, and it was a treat to shoot. I think the only day that was difficult was the firehouse day, and everyone said that they loved that day, and I'm the crotchety old grandpa here that's all, but we set up green screen on a lot of those shots, and there was a hefty wind that was going through. So there was at one point that there were 2 combo stands that was holding up that entire green screen that got knocked over, and it came within like that close of one of those fire trucks. And I still have heart palpitations thinking about it, so.
Oh, I have to answer? Okay. Well, you know, it's interesting because every day on set was something unique and had its own set of challenges, but such a pleasure to be doing something that we love with so many people that we respect and care about. I was terrified. I was beyond terrified. I have directed projects before. I have been a dance instructor for many years. I have done big stage productions before. I have done that stuff. I have never directed a film before. And let me tell you what, that is a whole different beast. When you are the captain of the ship, but when you have a crew behind you that has your back and believes in you no matter what, I can do this. I can do this. And that's what happened. And we walked in there, and I knew we had everything set up, we had everything scheduled, and we had some people that were behind the scenes helping out, like Mr. Cody Newton, who's gonna sit back there and he's gonna be all quiet. Oh no, he helped get locations, there are so many things that Cody helped with, and he was the very first test screener of this film. He's the first person who got to see it done. So, yeah, sitting back there, you had a hand in it. But the challenges that came from this particular film, especially the subject matter and everything that was involved with this, having to maintain that level of professionalism, but still walking that emotional line and understanding that on this set, and other ones that we've been on before, because a lot of us have worked together on other films, such as Shattered, that were films that dealt with a very, very sensitive subject matter. It's being sensitive to those around you and watching and learning and experiencing what they're going through, and then having that conversation and opening up that door when they do need that extra time, when they do need to get it right, when they do need that, I've got to step away because this is too real right now. I've got to pull me out and find that character again. That was something that was so important, that really, really resonated with this film, and I was able to tap into that because of the support that I had leading into that. So I was able to be a good leader because I had a good team of leaders with me. So every day we can do it together.
Further questions? Okay, I have one actually. Oh, Brooke has a question.
What's next for Woods on Fire Productions?
Well, there's a few things that are cooking. Currently, there's a lot of people in this room that are working on something coming up called the IFF. So I will tell you that as of right now, yes, Woods on Fire does have a film that is in that is under the Woods on Fire banner. There is also another film that is happening under the Female Film Slayers that is being directed by somebody. And there are 2 other films that I am leading hair and makeup to. So that's what's up next for Woods on Fire.
Wait, does that mean you're open for other makeup jobs?
See me in the back later.
Done, sold.
And I'm gonna tell you really quick, I wanna know what's next for Miss Brooke Burton.
Oh, what's next? Oh my God, what's next? Tomorrow is Saturday. Sometimes you never know what's next. I honestly don't know. So, go.
I also don't know. I'm writing stuff, but mostly just hanging out.
Oh man. You guys are sitting down. No. So we're doing The Void. We're doing Nick Clay. I just published my new book, Pain and Panic Volume 3 today. So that's out. Thank you. I have a bunch of scripts that I'm I want to do the promo for Dedication, starring you, and then and Jen, and then I think I want to do one called The Letter. It's got it's starring Peyton George and Jack Van Wyck and McKay Babb, and then I just have so many. I have literally 80 scripts on my computer, and it's like the Tyndall effect. Yeah, I can go on. So that's what's going on for us.
I can't talk that. I can't compete with that. I can't even write. I say next for me, George and I will be doing Dedication, Stephen King film. So we'll be doing that feature. There's a couple of non-local jobs. That's all I can say for that. Local jobs, I'm just now kind of getting back out there. I took a year off. My wife and I had twins, one boy, one girl, and she's here tonight. And her sister flew in all the way from Hawaii. So everyone greet her with an Idaho potato. But yeah, so I've got a few things that I'll be working on this upcoming year. That's about it. I keep it kind of quiet, but I'm looking forward to Dedication. I love Stephen King, so that's going to be a good one.
Looks like we have a question way in the back over there.
For the actors, how do you switch emotions? Like, yeah, just how do you switch emotions?
Go ahead and answer what you're doing next.
Okay.
And then we'll switch it over to the actors.
Gotcha. What I'm doing next is Nick Clay. Just recently got a short cut and delivered about 3 days ago. And I have 2 others that are in the post-production pipeline right now. Then I have Dedication with these 2. And then The Void, and oh yeah, well those are the ones that are in post-production. I just said that.
Now boys.
No, I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. I'm sure there's other ones that I'm forgetting and then I'm gonna suddenly remember when it's too late.
Really quick though, I want to say thank you to Sam for being here tonight, because I don't know how many people know, but he just had surgery and he is here tonight, and we are very, very proud to have him here on the stage with us tonight.
Thank you. All right, I'll hand it back to the actors now. Thank you.
Actually, guys, I appreciate all of our time, and I would love to answer your question, Princess, but you know what? We are officially out of time, so I'm going to hand the microphone back over to our moderator.
I'll make it short and sweet. Thank you very much, cast and crew of But We Still Love Him. It was a delightful film, and I say delightful not in a joyous way, but in a way that people need to see it. We don't always want to look at that stuff, but it's all around us. Thank you all for coming out this evening. We hope you enjoyed a night with Woods on Fire Productions. Please, let's give a round of applause for our cast and crew. Woo! And a special round for Amanda Woods herself.
Yeah. Amanda Woods! Amanda!
The myth, the legend. Thank you, Queen. Good night, folks. That's all she wrote.
Amanda Woods, thank you very much. That's awesome. Here they come. I can't believe I'm this close to you guys. I can't believe I'm this close to you guys.
Oh yeah.
And you, look at that beautiful wife of mine. Woohoo! Oops, sorry. No, that's okay. No, that's okay. There's Brooke down there.